where would you say in your day to day, and I don't mean every single day, but let's say if you were to sort of broad brush, where is it that you kind of draw purpose from, or that really gives you kind of meaning of this is where I find value and this is why I like to do it?
I'm always inspired by people. And last night I had a conversation with a parent I'd never met before, who had interest in learning more about our aquatic center, which we're looking at redoing. She just wanted to know why we were doing something. She invited me to her home because
Yeah.
she's a stay-at-home mom with 3 little kids. And I said, sure, I'll come to your home and
Yeah.
just kind of talk about the project. And so I'm very inspired by people. There's a lot of, again, people who have interest in what we do, or there's talented people like yourself. Like your talent
Thanks.
actually really does inspire me, and you want to do good when others want to see you do good or are kind of looking to you to do good. So that to me is really the purpose. And this sounds kind of shallow, but I think it's the basic human relationship, is that you want to have a little validation, and people give you that sometimes. And you also want reciprocation of what you do. So if you do good, you might get in return good comments or support. And so that's important too. I do it to get something back, which,
Yeah.
it helps me kind of carry on and do more things.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it funny that at times, different cultures have referred to that as like karma?
yeah,
But it's really the idea of like, oh, if you do good things may happen.
Yeah.
If you're a bad person, you do bad things, it's
Yes.
probably not going to be very profitable for you.
Yeah.
Seems kind of basic,
Yeah.
logical. So let me ask you this. Do you think people have a calling? Do you think everyone has an individual calling?
that's a really tough question.
Yeah. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, so don't feel pressure that I'm going to disagree with you, or I don't know what I think about it.
I got to think about that one. I don't know if early on, if people think about what they do and what they're trying to achieve as a calling. Like they don't kind of see it that way. I think they want to get to a certain position
Yeah.
or a certain salary, and they may not actually think about the work itself, which I think is just as important. You
Yeah.
got to really like what you do. Otherwise, you're not going to be successful. So you can make all the money in the world, but if you don't like what you're doing, it's. So I think finding what you like to do, and if you're good at it too, helps, because the job is easier if you're good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think those two things kind of help drive your calling, so to speak. And again, it gets back to, you want to do more. The more you kind of please people and do something for them, you want to do more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I think in the millennial generation and the generation under that, I think is that Gen Z?
I don't know what it is.
Is that Gen Z? Yeah, that's Gen Z. It's off-camera help. That's probably, there's more and more priority, I think, of like the idea of like doing great things. It's not well defined, but it's just that definition, doing great things. And you employ quite a few in those generations. Is that something you observe in their, is there a deliberateness around going further, faster?
I think I'm still trying to figure them out, actually.
Yeah.
When I first started in kind of moving up or getting in different jobs, I was always the youngest. I mean, even in Pipestone County when I was the administrator, I was 35 when I started. And it was a lot younger than the people I supervised even. Now it is flipped. I've got, some of my employees, they can be my kids. And I'm okay with that. They inspire me, and I get energy for them. So I have no insecurities about them whatsoever. Again, I think it's the employees who really want to strive to do more, take on more. They are the ones that I think are going to succeed. And I think I forgot the beginning of your question, actually. I forgot where I was going with this.
Well, that's
this
okay.
might be an edit.
That was actually still a really good answer, believe it or not.
Okay.
So it was just do you observe that in your staff that they have a different kind of, just have a different kind of tick on them, or maybe just like a chip on their shoulder that they feel like their success should come a lot faster and should look a lot bigger than, we're in the Midwest. Like what, if we're going to broad brush what we do, we put our pants on in the morning, we go to work, we don't brag about it. That's what the Midwest is known for. I don't know that I observe that as much in millennials, which I would fit in that category, and Gen Z. There is kind of this desire to, I feel like it should be happening already. I feel like I should be finding my place and achieving this certain standard of success.